Hey guys, hope you're doing well and welcome back to Phasmophobia. And welcome back to episode 2 of my No Evidence series. If you don't know, this is the series where I show you guys how you can do No Evidence 2 so you can make a lot of money and a lot of experience so you can level up really fast. Alright, so these are the settings I have. So the main part is I start at 0% sanity, but I do have pills I can take if I want to check for any early hunters or anything. And all this is normal. And then obviously 0 evidence given because this is no evidence. You can see by the multiplier it's very high. And one main thing too is grace period. I have it set to 1 second. You could always have it set to 2 seconds or 3 seconds even. I don't know how much it'll take it down by. I guess you can see by this. Yeah, 3 seconds takes it down under 9 times, and then that's... So really 1 second is kind of like the sweet spot. At least for me it is. And then for the contract, I do have a sanity monitor on, although activity monitor off because I'm not looking for EMF 5 because obviously we have no evidence. Alright, I can hit apply. And as I said in the last episode we started in Tanglewood. I'm not going to spoil what ghosts we got, but they're kind of boring in my opinion. Today I'm going to Willow. Alright, just like on the first episode, I'm going to be doing this in 2 ways. So this way is going to be the fun way, in which I start getting a hunt right away. So I gotta get rid of that bug right there. And basically I'm just going to go in with the 2 smudge sticks. Now I'll drop these at the front door since this is actually kind of close to the van. Now bring in another crucifix, a salt, and another firelight as well. Alright, just gonna drop these at the door, then grab my other stuff. Oh yeah, one other big thing is I have the breaker on by default as well, so I could easily just like run in, turn on some lights, so then I can loop the ghost around like the kitchen counter, for example. Alright. And then bringing these just in case, like there's always a chance for the ghost room to be like at the first room you walk into, so you could easily just walk in and then die immediately, so this is why I do this. Alright, so I'm gonna just drop this. I like to have the flashlight in the first slot and then smudge sticks and other stuff in the other slots. Alright, let's put this in. Alright. Now if you don't know why I brought this candle in, I brought it in to test mainly for on Rio. I'm just gonna turn on light switches. Alright. Perfect. Oh, look at this. The ghost is right here. Alright. That's actually kind of useful. Okay, either this is a ghost room or its room is somewhere else and it teleported us or roamed to us. That's actually very important to learn. Or maybe the kitchen is its room or the garage. So we can just sit in here. I guess I'll put down a salt as well. You never know, maybe it's like a wraith and just never steps in it, which we can test during a hunt. Ooh, that's interesting. The ghost is like on the opposite side of the house right there. You see it? I can barely hear it too. Ghost? Wait. Oh. Do you hear that? Oh. I'm not sure if you guys could hear that, but that actually sounded like very slow footsteps. It was like step, step, step. That was the speed of it. Which I think that can only be 1 ghost, or maybe 2 unless it's like a mimic. Because if you didn't know, mimics can actually mimic basically every ghost and every one of their abilities as well. It's just a rare chance for them to like actually do that stuff. Alright, I'm just gonna move this over here. That is kind of crazy that the ghost actually came all the way back here though. Like it like basically like teleported to us with the ghost event. Alright, just gonna wait for another hunt. That is weird though. I think I have a ghost in mind, which I think it might be. You hear that speed? Wait, do I need to repel the ghost. Hello. And now it's super fast. Wait. Oh no, the salt. I forgot I put salt down right. I gotta keep that in mind. Alright, that's good, that's good. We don't want this ghost to see me right here. Let me know down in the comment if you can guess what this ghost is, because I already know what it is. I'm not gonna say it until I finish this match. Because now that I know what it is, I'm actually gonna take all my sanity pills. Because now I just gotta do 1 objective, and I guess I'll take a bunch of photos. Yeah, if you didn't know, I'm not gonna say what the ghost was, but it slowed down really fast right there because it stepped over the tier 3 salt. Because the tier 3 salt slows the ghost. It's almost like another safety for during hunts, which is pretty nice. Alright, just gonna take all the pills, honestly. That totally works for me. Alright. I guess we got 2 salt and a photo camera. Oh, you know what? Let me grab a thermometer instead, so I can actually pinpoint exactly where the ghost room is. Yeah, we're up to 80%. Yeah, this is my favorite part about like no evidence. You get to figure the ghost immediately, and then you can just take sanity pills, take a bunch of pictures, get an easy, perfect game, and it stacks too with the multiplier. You can get some crazy money. I'll have to do like a comparison. I guess maybe the next run I won't do a perfect game, so I can like, compare between a perfect game and a non-perfect game with no evidence, because that's a crazy high difficulty. I think it's gonna be like maybe $1,000 difference. Who knows? I think it came from here. Alright, can you give me a sign, please? I don't know what your name is. Shelly Petit. I mean, 14 degrees here, probably not the room. It's probably... I don't know, actually. Oh, yeah, 20 degrees in here, definitely not. Alright, I'm not sure what room it is. It could have also changed ghost rooms as well. Oh yeah, and I can't forget I need to get the bone as well. Alright, 20 degrees in here. Okay, if you didn't know, the bone is required for the perfect game. You don't need any specific photos, you just need to get the ghost correct, all objectives, and all 3-star photos. And the bone. Which is the big part of it. Alright, I guess the ghost is just in this room. This is where it's coldest. Yeah. So honestly, I'm just gonna put some salt right here. And that should be a-okay. Alright, perfect. I just heard a door. I don't know. I'll say it was this door. It was not that door. Okay. I should be careful. Oh, but it did just walk into the salt. Alright, so yeah, this is basically like the very cheap way of doing this. You could you could easily just put down like 9 salts, get a bone picture, and then leave. And you would like get a bunch of money for it, as long as you get the ghost correct. I already know what goat this is, but I wanna wait until the end. I'm sure many people do, but I just wanna wait and see what you guys think. Also, let me know down in the comments if you know what it is. Alright, EMF reader. Now, I will grab a bunch of candles too, because these are actually good for photos as well. Which that's actually something new that they added like not too long ago, like a couple months ago. That whenever ghosts actually blow out candles, it actually gives off an EMF, and you can also take a picture of it now. Because before, you never actually used to be able to do that. There you go, EMF. And it also touched the door. Right here, you see that little arrow? Alright. Perfect. Just a couple more photos. Yeah, literally 2 more photos and like a bone photo, and then we'll be set. I also need to find the bone. It might be in the basement, or maybe the garage. That's really the only rooms I haven't really gone to. Did that work? Alright, good. Sometimes the candles have been kind of bugged and they just don't work with pictures. I don't know why. Like sometimes I will see it blown out like right in front of me. I take a picture and then it's just like nothing. There's no interaction. It's just like a blank picture basically. Even though there's EMF going off and it like clearly like got blown out right in front of my face, it just does not work. Alright, there's no bone in there. I actually had that happen earlier too. I was trying to get a ghost photo. Actually, I can show up my screenshots right here. Look at this. Instruction. This is the first page of the photo book because it says photos. The next page actually... Oh, I missed the photo. Dang it. Maybe it's probably a bad time to do that when you're inside of a game. But yeah, look at this. I took a dots photo, but it had blown out that candle before it actually showed the dots. So it took the dot... It took the candle before the dots, and then look at this. This is during a hunt. I was trying to take pictures. You can see I missed a couple, and I took a picture. It's a perfect frame picture for a ghost photo, and then haunted mirror. Like, come on. The photo system is definitely like very bugged and not very good. Oh yeah, this is also one thing with this difficulty. I also have hiding spots too, because usually, of course, you could have like no hiding spots for like even more rewards. Like you could even do like 0 second grace periods like easily, and that would totally be fine. But that's also a much more risk of dying. You'd have to like hang out around crucifixes a lot. Because 0 second grace periods are no joke. If it's like a wraith and it teleports to you, it can easily hunt and kill you like instantly right then and there. Like it's very dangerous. Oh, you threw this book. Did you not? Huh. I guess not. Let me... Okay. Thank you I'm glad that actually counted. Imagine that didn't count. I'm just gonna take a picture. Okay. Alright, let me get this bone. It's also throwing a bunch of stuff down here too. Probably wanted during the hunt. Alright, just need the bone and then we're out of here. That's it. Easy peasy. There we go. Just a nice little rib cage right there. Easy. Alright. Yeah, this should be a perfect game because I got all my objectives. I got all perfect photos, all 3-star. I didn't miss one. Or I missed 2, but I deleted them, luckily. And then we get to guess the ghosts. And it was 2 ghosts in a row, so it should not be a mimic. It's very low chance for a mimic to actually mimic the same ghost twice during hunts. Because for mimics, they switch to like mimicking other ghosts like every 30 seconds, or I think it's either 30 seconds or a minute. It's like every minute they're basically like changing to other ghosts. Alright, do you know what this ghost is? I think it's a revenant. Imagine it's just a mimic. But it should be a revenant. The revenants are actually very slow. There we go. Easy, 4,000 bucks. I still got 2 dailies, that's pretty nice. Yeah, if you don't know, revenants are actually very, very slow. Until they know where you are, then they'll go like to their max speed, and they don't speed up at all. They like stay, it's like they go from 0 to 100% speed basically. That's like 100% of their speed, which I think is 3 meters per second, which is probably the second fastest ghost in the game. Mora is actually the fastest ghost if you let it speed up in time. But yeah, the revenant's like very slow, and then once it knows where you are, either by if it hears you or sees you or hears your equipment, it'll go like super fast, going straight to your location. So you gotta be careful about that, because they can kill you pretty fast. But yes, this was the first one. Actually pretty good that we got like a ghost that we can tell during hunts. I love those kind of ghosts. Those are my favorite. Also, did I unlock anything by any chance? I did. Sandy pills. Ooh, that's actually great. I will definitely take that. Oh, motion sensor as well. I never upgraded, I guess. Whoops. All right, perfect. Let's ready up and let's go. All right, so the first contract was the fun way to play where you can like basically tell the ghost like right away during hunts, and then you can just get a perfect game easy, and boom. Like that was only like just like 11 minute game. Alright, but this game we're actually gonna take some pills. Now I'm only gonna take 3 so I can test for early hunting ghosts, because there's only like a handful of ghosts that can actually hunt when you're above 50% sanity. So this will put me like right at 60%. Should be perfectly. Alright. And I'm just gonna I'll grab a thermo and then one smudge stick just for safety. Now we got Jennifer Emmett. We got cleanse, EMF, and photo the ghost. Now obviously objectives aren't required, but that definitely boosts your like money and like XP by a bunch. So it'd be like a pretty good idea to do those. Alright, first things first, just turn on lights. So it's, if you didn't know, when you're in the light, like anywhere in the room where there's light on, I think it has to just be the main light, maybe lamps as well. But when you're in the light, it actually halts all sanity drain, which is very nice to know. Yeah, it used to be like in OG Phasmo, it used to have like a weird algorithm that would like, I don't know, measure like how far away you were from the light. And nope, we got an airball. Please don't touch me. No. Run. Okay, it did not touch me. It didn't do that ha sound. Okay, you saw the airball. That can only mean one thing. It's not an Oni. I don't know why it's not an Oni. The developers have confirmed that whenever you get airballs like that, it's just not going to be an Oni. Now it makes like a certain sound that's like the same across like all airballs. Although that sound does not mean it's not an Oni. It's just the airball, because Onis can still make that sound during like normal ghost events, like the ones like where they walk to you. They can still make that same exact sound. So it is not about the sound. It is about the airball. Also, we got a bone right there, and also we got dirty water. Look at that. And I think we found the ghost room. All right, that's actually a really good ghost room, actually. All right, I'll leave the bone there. All right, so it's not hunting me at all. So that's a bit. I mean that could easily roll a couple ghosts just like that. Alrighty. Yep, sanity is still the same. I've been in light the whole time and I've not lost any, which is very good. Yeah, in OG Phasmo, the light system used to be so bad, like you would like still lose like the same amount of sanity as if you were in the dark anyways. Even though like you're standing like right under a light or something, it was kind of scuffed. Alright, I'm gonna bring in a crucifix and a candle and some salt, just to test for, well, salt mainly for Wraith, because the Wraith cannot step into salt, and then candle for Unreal, because the candle is like a crucifix for the Unreal. So it has to blow it out first before actually being able to hunt. So if I just keep that lit and it just like never hunts ever, like even if I'm like at 0% sanity, then we could probably say for sure it's on Rio. Oh, hold up. I heard a phone. It sounded like a phone back here. That's a bit weird. It's also a little colder here too. Hold up. Wait, did the ghost change rooms? If it did, that would actually rule out a couple ghosts. Oh no, airball. Okay, I'm actually... I don't know how I feel about that. Alright, that should put me right at 50% sanity. So I do need to be careful. Just gonna put a layer of salt right there and another one back here. Alright. Where is this ghost actually? Because it might be like roaming between a bunch of rooms. But it's still the coldest here. Although if it's gonna go up to 20 degrees, then we could probably say for certain it definitely changed ghost rooms. In which that would actually rule out a couple ghosts. Yeah, now it's 14 degrees here. Oh crap. Oh, it broke the light. Huh, that's interesting. That does make me think Mare, because mares actually can do that ghost event where they break the light more commonly than other ghosts. So if you get a ghost that like breaks out this light and then this light and then all the rooms connected, then it's probably a mare. Although you can never say for certain. Let's see, still 14 degrees in here. That's so weird. It's like both these rooms are like the same temperature. Oh, lit the candle. I do want to keep that lit. It's not hunting though, which is kind of weird. Oh, it also walked into the salt right here, so no wraith. That's good to know. Also, by the way, you could totally just like start no evidence like at 100% sanity and still have pills. It is just very helpful to have like knowledge like about hunts as well. Oh, now 19 degrees, but let's see, is this still cold? 16 degrees? I don't know. It's so weird. I need to... Oh, it hunted and the candle's still on. Okay, that is extremely useful information to have. Alright, just gonna turn on these lights real quick so I don't have to be in the dark the whole time. Yeah, the candle is still on, meaning it cannot be in the Unreal. And I believe the candle range is about the same size as a tier 2 crucifix, which is pretty big. So if the Unreal would have to blow that out and then be able to use the crucifix. If it's not Unreal, any ghost can just use the crucifix and they don't have to blow out the candle. Hello. Wow, that was kind of loud. What the heck? She's screaming in my ears. Alright, but we know it's not Unreal, so that's huge. And then Shades cannot hunt while you're in the same room. They also cannot blow candles while you're in the same room. Although, if this is a ghost room, it could just be in here and being able to hunt anyways. So, you never know. Hello. She looks pretty nice. What the heck? Alright. I'm actually... I should probably have set it up for a poltergeist a little bit ago, but I forgot. Are you doing an airball? I should be careful. Okay. So I'm setting it for a poltergeist. Poltergeists like to throw a lot. So they throw every half second during hunts. They'll throw an item pretty far as well. They throw every half second. Whereas every other ghost has like a 50% chance to throw every half second. Hello, ghost. Oh, still because of the salt? Can't forget about that. Oh, hold up. Oh, where are you? Crap, I need to go hide. Do I have a hiding spot here? No, I don't. Okay. I need to be careful. Okay, we're good. That was my only smudge. It might have been a good idea to grab more smudges, but I also did not even set a timer of when I smudged. I probably smudged at like 21:35, I would say. It did clear this whole table, but I did not actually pay attention enough. But I already know it's not going to be a Hantu because it was actually speeding up. The Hantu actually cannot speed up at all. It can speed up based on like temperature, so like if this room was the coldest, it would actually be very fast, and then if it walked into here, it would be a little slower. Oh, another airball. It seems to do those a lot. Just looping an airball, no problem. That's actually kind of nice. Usually airballs are like the most annoying ghost events because they just touch you all the time. Alright, it might be a good idea for me to grab another smudge stick, but you know what? I'm fine. I'm totally fine. Because as long as you like crouch down and the ghost cannot see you, and you just like continually loop this whole spot, you should be fine. You should be totally fine. But yeah, as I was saying, the Hantu actually cannot speed up, and that's the same for the Thaye. And obviously the Thaye would probably be like pretty fast by now. Because like at the start of like new rounds, the Thaye will just be the fastest. I think it's like the third fastest ghost in the game. Actually the second fastest starting out, but then like obviously as it ages it can get slower. Hello. It's not throwing enough. Like it threw a couple items there and then it's like stopped throwing. So definitely not a poltergeist. Also not a spirit because I smudged, and usually ghosts, they get stunned, like they cannot hunt until a minute and a half later. But for spirits it's actually 3 minutes later. They get stunned for that long. Also, fun fact, they're the only ghost that has no strength. They only have a weakness. Alright, so yeah, definitely not spirits. And definitely not Moray, because Moray would actually be pretty fast. But actually, it would be actually very slow. Wait, actually no. I'm forgetting the fact that I do have a little bit of sanity. Hello. I don't appreciate that. Actually, my sanity should be like 0 by now anyways, right? Okay, I was at 20% sanity and that was still the same speed. Moray would have been a little bit faster because when you're around 45% sanity, the Moray is actually, if you don't know, the Moray is faster, the lower your sanity is. So at 45% sanity, they sound like normal ghosts, but I would have been around like 20 to 30% sanity, so the ghost would have been a little bit faster, which obviously was not. The Deogen is probably the easiest ghost to tell because it's very fast when it's far away, and it always knows where you are. So it runs at you like as fast as the train, and then it like gets like real slow when it's up close to you. So that's the ghost that you cannot hide from. Let's see, Raichu, it's not a Raichu because it didn't get fast when I turned my equipment on. But whenever it's near equipment, it actually like it doubles the speed basically. Probably not doubles, but it makes it fast. Yeah, probably not a yokai, but I don't know. I do actually need to do like a yokai test, because the yokais actually have a smaller range of like hearing. But obviously, if they see you, then they'll just go right to you. But if you're like standing in a room with the door closed and you have your flashlight on, and it's like right on the other side and it's not going towards you, then that's probably a yokai. Or like a bugged ghost. Yeah, definitely not a revenant. That's definitely not the same as last game. And then Phantom would have been pretty obvious because it'd be basically invisible during that hunt, which it was not. So this is actually going to be a little bit of a harder round. Let's see, Myling we could test for. Probably not Obake as well, because Obake actually can shapeshift into different models, or like different ghost models, which obviously that one stayed the same the whole match. And I would say also probably not twins, because the twins are actually kind of like 2 ghosts. I don't think they're actually 2 ghosts, but they have like an algorithm that, or like AI that makes it like seem like there's 2 different ghosts. So obviously they have a bigger range. Like the main twin has like a small range of like 10 meters, and the big twin is like 15 meters. And one of those, the main twin is like 90% of the normal speed, and the other twin is like 110% speed. So you'll be able to hear if it's like slower one hunt and then it's faster than the other hunt. So probably not the twins. And I think we got it ruled down to a few ghosts that are gonna be a little bit hard. All right, I'm just gonna grab another crucifix. And I think, I could actually test for Banshee and stuff too with this paramic. Just stand back a little bit. Oh, it turned the breaker off. Wait, hold up. Alright, thanks for not hunting. It turned the breaker off, which the Djinn cannot do that. It physically cannot turn the breaker off unless it turns on too many lights and then it pops the breaker, which shuts off all the lights. But this ghost obviously shut the breaker off, so it should not be a Djinn. Now Shade, I still need a test for Shade. Actually, you know what? If I have a candle in the same room when I'm looping it, if it blows it out, that's not a Shade because it'll be in the same room as I'm looping it, obviously. Which I've tested a few times, and like whenever I've had shades, they just never blown it out, which is pretty useful to know actually during hunts. Alright, I'm just gonna pick up my light. Alright. We're fine, we're fine. Is this still your room? Oh yeah, this is still the room. Okay. Oh! Oh crap, I may be dead. This is very dangerous. Smudging? Very, very dangerous. You definitely don't want to loop in the dark. Okay, it's done. Man, it's hunted in the basement. I did not expect that. I thought I heard some like singing or something, and then right after I like heard that, I just came out of the basement. Okay, that was a bit scary. But we survived it. We survived. Oh! Are you down here now? Hold up. That's a bit weird. Why are you down here now? That's a weird ghost. Alright, we got the breaker on though. Just gotta turn the looping spot on. It's so useful to have lights on in the room while you're looping, because you can just turn your equipment off and then like hide behind the counter if you don't want to like see the ghost. Obviously, it is harder whenever you have like a female ghost model. It's like the little crawly girl, or like that same model that can crawl on the ground, because they're basically impossible to see. But this ghost is definitely acting very weird. Also now, wait, this is the room then, isn't it? Hold up. Also, I'm fairly certain it's probably not shade then, because I blew the candle while I was down there. The only way the candle can go out is if it like runs out of fuel. Which this has like a 10-minute timer, like from the start of like lighting it to like end. But either if it runs out of fuel or the ghost actually blows it out. Okay, you know what? I should probably grab another smudge stick. I should be very careful. Do not want to get caught in a bad... Oh, it's actually hunting. Uh-oh. That's fine. I was gonna try to test for yokai right there. Just for a second. Man, if it comes up right now, I could actually test it because it's about to like finish, right? I think so. Yeah, just stopped. Just stopped. Okay. Turn the lights on just so we stay safe. It's hunting from the basement now, which is a bit weird. Oh, you know what? That room was probably cold. I mean, all the rooms were cold because the breaker is off. That makes sense to me. So it probably did change room to the basement. Okay. I was like, why was it like 9 degrees in the bathroom, but then it was like 5 degrees in the hallway? Because it changed ghost room. Alright, so now that I know that it did change ghost room, I'm pretty sure it did. We know that it cannot be a Goryo and it cannot be a Banshee. Now I'll start off with the Banshee. The Banshee actually has like its roaming ability. Its main ability is like to walk to you. And like for some reason, I think that the way it works is that because it can roam to you, it actually cannot like roam to different ghost rooms because it always like wants to stay like near you. I don't know, it's something with like the algorithm or like the AI or like how the ghost actually works. It just means that it actually cannot change ghost rooms. And the Goryo, their main thing is that they just don't change ghost rooms. They can roam all they want, hunt from wherever they want, but they'll always go straight back to their ghost room. And then obviously they have that dots ability where like you cannot see them like with your bare eyes. You have to see them through a camera while like nobody's in the same room as it. But that actually rules it down to just a little handful of ghosts. That's actually nice. Alright, and yep, we're at 0% sanity, so taking another sanity pill would not really help at all. I could grab more of these. Let's see, I do need to test for yokai as well as myling. It's actually probably a couple ghosts I should have ruled out earlier. I just wasn't really like actively like looking for them, I guess. Alright, I'm just gonna place the salt there just to slow the ghost down for safety. And another one right there. Alright, it's go time. It is go time. Let's do this, people. Alright, so I'm gonna test for a yokai right here. So when it comes out of the basement, because I'm assuming, yep, it's down in the basement. So when it comes out, if it is yokai, it will just not come straight towards me. It'll do its random thing. It'll go like, maybe it'll go here, maybe it'll go to the kitchen, walk around. Oh, look at that, look at that. That's exactly what I was saying. Look at that, that's a yokai right there. I'm standing right here and it walked from here straight to there. Now obviously it could bait you and just like walk straight towards here anyways, because like the algorithm was like telling it to go here, or it was going to like check this area out. But that is 100% a yokai. You know, I probably should have tested that before, but you know what? We got it now. Alright, I do kind of want to go for objectives. Actually the video is actually getting a little bit longer than I would like, so I think we're good here. Yokai it is. I guess I'll tell you guys how you could actually test for the rest of the ghosts. Yurei would kind of be like the last ghost you want to test for, either Yurei or Goryo, because these ghosts can be very, very hard to test for, because really the only way you can test for Yurei is if it ever does its ability, and it's not always like a common thing either. Sometimes it'll do it like 10 times, sometimes it just like never does it, even like a 30-minute game. So hopefully they'll like change like its behavior, or like give it an ability or something that we could actually tell. Alright, so the way you can tell its ability, it actually helps to have a tier 3 EMF, because it double touches the door and then it'll close it from like all the way open to all the way closed, and then you'll hear the closing door sound like a couple seconds later. Yeah, it'll close the door, and then you bring your EMF, and it should show 2 EMF 2 like readings on there. So that's basically like the way you can test for Yurei. Basically the only way. I don't know, obviously they have their little weakness where like smudging it will trap it temporarily, but that is like so bad, because obviously like any ghost could just like stay in its room for a little bit and then just like do whatever. Like that is like such a bad weakness. Like it should not even be in the book. It's like really nothing. Alright, mimic, obviously if you bring a camera and you see orbs, that's a mimic. That's actually like the best like thing too. Like you could even start like 100% sanity, bring a camera, find orbs immediately, and then walk out, leave, have like a 1-minute game, easy, 2,000 bucks. Alright, in the mining, I've actually done a little short about this, but if you have your equipment, like say for example for mining test, you'd want to drop your equipment and you like stand on top of your flashlight. If you can hear the footsteps while your flashlight is not blinking, that means it's not a myling, because mylings are actually quiet ghosts. So if you can actually like just not hear their footsteps until they start like blinking your lights, then that would mean it'd be a myling, because they're just super quiet until they get like within 10 meters of you or 5 meters of you, or whatever the range is for like the equipment and stuff. Alright, and demon has a couple things it can do. So whenever you smudge it, it'll actually get stunned. Like it won't be able to hunt until 60 seconds later, which is 30 seconds less than basically all the ghosts except for spirit, of course, which is 3 minutes. So they have that with the smudge, but they also have the crucifix weakness, which I don't even know if it says. It does. Demons fear the crucifix and will be less aggressive near one. I don't think less aggressive means anything. It basically just means the crucifix is actually 50% bigger than normal. So you saw the tier 2 crucifix range that I showed you guys earlier with the candle. It's basically that, but 50% bigger, which is quite big. It's basically like a tier 3 crucifix. Imagine a tier 3 crucifix against a demon. Like you could place it in a corner of a house and it would still like use the crucifix. And then lastly, the mare. This one is a bit tricky. So the mare hates lights. So it doesn't do anything with the breaker, by the way. That's only the Hantu. The Hantu hates the breaker, so it'll always turn it off as much as possible. But the mare does hate lights. So if you have like a light on in the ghost room, there's a higher chance for the ghost to like roam away to like a darker room. So say for example, it's like in the kitchen and I have the garage light is off. It has a higher chance to actually just roam straight to the garage and make that its ghost room instead. And the mare actually has 2 sanity thresholds that it could hunt at. So normally when the mare is in a dark room, or I think just the ghost room is dark, like the light is off, the mare can actually hunt up to 60% sanity. But if the light is on in its ghost room, it's actually down to 40% sanity. So that's kind of a test you could do. You could just like take like a couple sanity pills up to 60% and then like turn the light off and see if it'll hunt, and then turn the light on, and if it just does not hunt anymore until like, I don't know, 20 minutes later when you like lose enough sanity, then it's probably a mare. Alright, but enough chit chat. This should be a yokai, I believe. Or maybe a mimic. That mimic would actually be something. A smart thing to do would actually just go back, like take sanity pills and check for orbs. Okay, we do have a yokai though. That's good. And we got tier 3 firelight. There we go. So yeah, I did not get the perfect game. I did not even get two objectives, and look at that money. I got 2,400 bucks. That's pretty good. No photos, no nothing. So yeah, even just getting the ghost correct is a huge thing. Although it's even huger getting like a ton of money. Very nice. Got my tier 3 firelight. I love the lantern, honestly. It's one of my favorite things. But anyways, that was episode 2 of No Evidence. I hope you guys learned something about this, because I actually, that last game with the yokai, I actually explained most of the ghosts there. Now obviously I didn't go like really in depth. I could easily like make like an even longer video and just like go really in depth, but I'll keep it I'm trying to keep it a little shorter, because for this series I'm trying to do like a couple runs on each of like the small maps. I don't think I'm gonna go to the bigger maps, but small maps are good. So episode 1 was Tanglewood, so you're welcome to click up there if you want to watch it. And episode 2 today we got Willow. So I think episode 3 is gonna be Ridju. Ridju is one of my favorite maps. Actually, Tanglewood, Ridju, and Willow are probably my top 3 maps out of like all of these guys. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Feel free to follow me on Twitch or subscribe to my YouTube. I do a live stream on both. I try to play a lot more Phasmophobia on there, but lately I've been playing actually some SCP Containment Breach on there, Ultimate Edition, which has been pretty fun. And I also have a Discord if you want to like catch my live announcements, or you can also give me game suggestions as well to play on live. And always like a simple like or comment down below. That definitely helps the algorithm. But anyways, happy ghost hunting. Bye bye.